let's quickly go back to the answer plans. The first thing you need to do is your cover page. Now, let me illustrate that again. Please, let me show that again. Your answer plans is very important. Okay, I'm coming. So this is your answer booklet. Now, detach all those things, detach it, right? We'll get there actually. You see how you will do that. Now, this is your answer booklet. For instance, at the back of your answer booklet, the last page there. Now, you write answer plans, right? Answer plans, then you write it out. Immediately you read your unseen and you see that, oh, you confirm that it is an external report and they say you should do financial statement analysis and also business proposal. You go to your answer plan at the back of your answer booklet, right? You do your answer plan. Immediately when you are done with the answer plans, you cross it like this, right? This way, like 3 times, right? And when you are done with that, we'll now see. Now, what will be in your answer plans? First is your what? Is your cover page, right? Is your cover page first. Now, secondly, your executive summary. Now, this answer plans will be just like a guide for you that, oh, this is the first thing I need to do first. After cover page, I need to do executive summary. This is just like a guide, right? That you now say, oh, introduction. You have to introduce your report. We'll get there. Then the body of your report, which is your financial performance. The financial performance is talking about, when we read this responsibility, it shows that we should do a financial analysis and as well as business proposal. You can see it here, business financial analysis and also business proposal stated here. Is that also? So from the first requirement, your financial performance. Now, in this we're not given the ratio to use for the percent. Now, for the purpose of this class, now we are now assuming that, we have to calculate profitability ratio, liquidity ratio, activity ratio, solvency ratio, trend analysis. Then you have to do your ethical issue. Conclusions are what you actually do in your analysis, right? What you observe, your findings in the analysis. Now, when you write 5 conclusions, write 5 recommendations, 4 conclusions and 4 recommendations. These are the body of the report. These are the body of the report. Not, you will see it in executive summary, the way we will do everything as we proceed, please. Now, after that, you are done with your first requirement of the answer plans. The next one is your requirement 2, right? 3.0, you have your business proposal, right? Now, in this business proposal, you have some other things under the business proposal, right? Now, you have some other things under the business proposal. You are not, sorry. Thank you. Please, can you see my screen now? Please confirm.
No.
Maybe from your side.
We can see your screen.
Okay. The Word document,
Yes.
right? Word document.
Yes.
Can you see the Word document? Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So now, this is your introduction for the body of the report. You do your financial performance. Under the financial performance, which is your requirement 1, you have all these things there. So the second requirement, which is the business proposal or forecast, like I explained earlier, that the business proposal will what is it called? Travis want to probably expand, they want to actually expand their business, right? Maybe to other states, that you should do a proposal. With this project viable or not? Is that also? Or maybe they want to do merger and acquisition. It's not necessary for you to do it the way you normally do SFM. Just do your little calculation about forecast, right? Just do your little calculation about what? About forecast, and you move on from there. In this case now, so this is the business proposal actually, to check if that business will be viable or not. Definitely you have 2 options. Definitely you do 2 calculations, right? One for maybe from year 1 to 5, the other one will be from year 6 to 10. I'm just assuming actually, right? Is that also? So now it is usually SFM, the requirement 2. Then after that, surely you will have your ethical, you will have some assumptions, that you really have assumptions in the requirement 2 is because when they tell you that, sales forecast, you say sales will increase by 5%, right? So what is the probability that the sales will increase by 5%, right? What is the assurance? Now you are telling me that sales will increase by 5%. Now, this is the assumption. You have to state it in your report that, from the information, it was observed that sales is constant for the next 5 years or for 5 years. So it is an assumption that they actually state in your requirement 2, which you will see there in your unseen. It will be clearly stated, right? Now, assumptions. This is your answer plan. After your assumptions, you have to do the same. You put your ethical issues and reservations. now I've mentioned it earlier that, oh, what is ethical issue? This proposal follow the company guidelines. Does it actually violate any relevant laws? If it doesn't, so it's good to go, right? You can use, if you can decide to do two conclusions and two recommendations. Oh, it was observed that cash flow increases over the years, for instance, right? It is positive. That is your findings from your analysis. Is that also? Now, it would be your recommendation is that said should go ahead for that particular project. Now you can see that you've done your recommend. You have to do two recommendation, two conclusion, two recommendation. If you like, you can use two. You can say it is findings instead of conclusion. You can say it is observations. It depends on the language you want to actually use for that. And with that, you are done with your answer plan. So these answer plans will actually guide you on what to do so that you will not get stuck in what when you are writing your case study exam. So you know that this is one thing. This is the first thing you need to do, and you need to do that. Now, from these answer plans, now, professional colleague, we will start with cover page using the preset for the cover page. Is that also? Now, cover page, we'll start with cover page. Before I continue, please, do you have anyone who have questions based on my explanation, please? If you have asked, you can ask your question before we continue. Okay, Victoria.
I just want to confirm in the requirement one, for instance, if you use conclusion and then you have your recommendation, in requirement two, can you change it to observations or you have to maintain that conclusion?
You just have to maintain. Okay, I get. Okay, but you have to just maintain it, right? If you are using findings, you find this all through so that it will not look somehow, right? If you are using findings, you can use, in theory actually, but you can as well use any language that you want to use. You can use observations, but anything in your body of the report, if you use observations, ensure that in the executive summary you use observations, right? If you use what is it called findings, you can use findings. If you use findings in the body of the report, you should ensure that you use findings in the executive summary because the examiner should be able to match your body of the report together with the executive summary. Have I answered your question?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What are the calculations we are doing of the report?
Okay. That's
At what point?
I'm with you.
Yes, so I was saying that at what points are we including the calculation?
Okay, thank you. We'll get there actually. We'll get there. You will see it as we proceed, right? Great, we'll get there. Thank you for the very good question. Okay. Okay, do we have any other person that if you have questions, please ask your question before we proceed, please. Okay, with that, let's quickly from our answer plans, we have cover page first, right? Yano?
Hello.
Okay, I'm with you.
There's a question right in the chat, but it said, like, the person said, is the business proposal after the body of the report or is it part of it?
Oh, the answer plan. Okay, the business proposal.
This is
I did not see that message. My apology, please. Okay, Yano, please, just any question that I've not attended to, please just call my attention to it so that I can actually answer it, please.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yano. I appreciate you. Thank you. So now, with that, the business proposal is part of the class. In every case study exam, there are two requirements for ICAN at ICAN level, actually. Right? There are two requirements. Now, look at this responsibility. We read this responsibility together, and we can say that, oh, they talk about financial analysis in the first two lines here, and they still now talk about what? The business proposal. And at the last edge, they talk about the business forecast. Is that also? For every case study exam, there are two. Now, the first requirement will be based on what? The financial analysis, which is the second will be evaluation of business proposal, right? It could be merger and acquisition. It could be business forecast. It could be, what is it called? Investment appraisal. It could be break-even analysis and all that, right? That is your requirement too. Okay, Chioma, mute your mic. Okay, Chioma, we can't hear you. Okay, now we start based on the, what is it called? So we'll do our cover page first and we'll follow the answer plans, right? So now, let's start. Okay, cover page. Don't forget that we have filed this as an external report. Is that also? And don't forget that you're told to draft a report to the partner, right? To draft a report to the partner, right? So now we will now come here. You can use capital letter, draft report, right? Draft to the board. Please confirm if you can see my screen. Okay, thank you. To the board to the board of director of Travis Hotels Limited, right? Travis Hotels Nigeria. limit. So when you are done with this, the next thing is your subject. Don't forget that you will not write subjects. You can just go back to your requirements, right? Your unseen. You will see in your exhibit 5 or exhibit 6 the requirement. But for the purpose of this class, we will use this based on our, what is it called, your responsibility as a trainee, right? Now, when you look at this now, you will see that preparing detailed financial analysis and reports on the performance of the firm's hospitality, analyzing your client financial statement to identify areas of weakness, and solution management. You can see they are still talking about financial analysis. When you analyze, you identify the areas and give solution. Your solution is your recommendation as well, right? So the first thing, that is your first requirement, you just put performance, or you say financial analysis, and now you check it. The next paragraph now says what? Assessing your client's operational and strategic business proposal with a view to evaluate their alignment with the client's objective and the extent to which relevant business and financial have been considered. So please, you don't need to make your subject to be more lengthy, like just make it to be short, right? So you can just say, okay, evaluation of financial performance, and just put business proposal, and that is all about that. So the next thing you need to do after, to the board of directors of Travels Hotel Nigeria Limited, evaluation of financial performance, and as well as business proposal and business proposal. Now, you now say prepared by. Now, prepared by, please don't write your name. It is the consulting company, because you are doing a draft report to the what? To the partner for your client. Is that also? So you should not include your name there. So it is the company, the consulting company. So what is the name of the consulting company? Is consulting services. They didn't mention if it is chartered accountants or not. They just say techno consulting services. Now, after the techno consulting, prepared by, your dates, right? You should put your date, your examination, the day of examination, right? I think that should be 22nd, right? 22nd.
21st.
21st.
No, your case study, the day you are writing case study.
21st.
It's 21st.
Really? Okay, the day of case study is 21st. Okay, November 2024, right? Now, the next thing you need to do is your disclaimer, right? Don't write disclaimer. Don't write disclaimer, but just come down. I know many of us have seen audited financial statement before. Just down, like this. Then you write your disclaimer. Since it is an external report, this report is going out, actually, right, to your clients. Now, what will be our disclaimer? You have to write something on the disclaimer. You can say this report is prepared for the board of directors of Nigeria Limited, right? And for its intended use, right? Then we accept no okay, from the partner may place a reliance or who may rely on the reports without due authorization. Okay, so you can add your own. This is your cover page. So that is the first thing we need to do from our answer plans that we have is cover page. You need to be, we are all professional colleagues, right? We need to be very smart. Yeah. Now, this is what you need to do now. So this is your, at the back of your answer booklet, you finish your answer plans, right? Your kit, right? Your asterisk kit. I say you cross it rather. You cross it. Then the first page, if the date of the cover page is not the examination, put the examination date are there. So please, examination date. So now, this is at the back of your answer booklet. You can see it here. You can see your answer plans is there. You cross it like this. Now, the next thing, your first page, when you can see your first page here is your cover page, is what you will use for your cover page, your first page, right? Your first page here, which is your cover page, right? This is it. Please, can everyone see me? Please, can you see this flashcard sheet? Can you see it?
Yes, we
Now,
can see.
okay, thank you. So this is your cover page. You do your cover page. Now, immediately, you've already read the unseen, pre-seen so many times, so you don't need to waste your time on reading the pre-seen again. All you need to do is focus on the unseen, read it. Oh, firstly, read the unseen. Look at the exhibit 5 and 6, the requirement. Once you understand the requirement first, then no. No, you can't start cover page with the name of the company, right? Firm, right? Because you are drafting a report to your boss. Your boss will review it and send to the what? To Travis Hotel, the body. They will send it to the body, right? Okay. They will actually send it to the body, right? So this is your cover page. Please don't write cover page. Oh, wait. You can see that I did not write cover page. I just start to, so there will be no letterhead. No, there's no need. There's no need. Please, no letterhead. Just have your draft report. Some people will say everybody have different formats of reporting, right? Some will say, oh, we need letterhead, but don't waste your time because you are doing something that we just how many minutes, how many hours? Just 3 hours. No, I mean the content of the page. You use all caps. Okay, is it because okay? Now you can decide not to use all caps. So I'm just using it for the purpose of this class. You can to use initial, right? Initial capital letter for all. Is that not so? So you can decide to use capital letter all through or decide to use initial, right? Initial cap block. Please, you can decide to coming. So some will say, oh, you have to do letterhead. So don't waste most of your time to be doing all those things, right? You just have 3 hours to write that report. So don't waste your time in which one be penalized for putting a letterhead on the cover page. No. You will not be penalized to put a letterhead on the cover page. But you don't need to do that. That will waste a lot of your time because you have so many things to do. Imagine you want to write a report, right? A report of how many pages and you are there designing letterhead, right? Is that not so? So you don't need to do all those things there because it's just 4 hours. It will just waste your time. You end up spending about 40 minutes designing letterhead. That's why, please don't even try all those things. Please don't try. When you come to practical, you can do all those things. But this exam, this is ICAN exam. You have to be very smart. It's just it. So now, this is your cover page. After your cover page, now the next page, based on our answer plan. Now, this is the next page. Don't forget, I say detach all those things that they give you. Go to the back of the answer booklet and write the first page here is your cover page. Is that not so? Let me use this one. Okay, I have enough. Okay, the first page here is your cover page that we just did. After that cover page, you open to the next page here. Now, this next page here, from our answer plan, we have executive summary, right? Some people will tell you, right? Some will tell you that, oh, leave the executive summary because you've not write your body of the report. Class, see, you have to be very smart here. Now, do you know that you can set your executive summary without writing anything? You set your executive summary in such a way that if you are writing the body of the report and they tell you that 1 hour remaining, oh, you have one hour more, what you need to do is that you just quickly come to your executive summary. You don't need to rush anything because you've already set your executive summary. That is why you see most professional students with details of the cover page supposed to be all small letter all true. Anyone that you want to, you can decide to put it in capital letter all true. You can decide not to put it in capital letter. It depends on how you want to write. It depends on how you want to write. So now, the next page is executive summary. Is that not so? Now, this executive summary is the next thing after our answer plan, on our answer plans, right? Is the next thing to do. All these people now. I will not accept. Okay, now this is it. Now, what you need to do now is you write executive summary in capital letter here, which is 1.0. Our executive summary. Let's quickly go to our answer plans. Quickly answer plans. Okay, we have executive summary 1.0. Then you write it. You can write it in capital letter. You can write it initial cap, right? So anyhow that you want it to be, right? You can put it in capital letter actually. So you can see that, no, this is what you need to do. Please, after your cover page, you don't need to leave any space, right? The next thing is to go to the next page here. This is your cover page. You've written your cover page. Come to this next side, right? Is your executive summary on the executive summary, please. Let's just continue let's quickly read it. You need to start the exhibit now. Before we start, do we have any other question? Emmanuel, yeah, for the cover page is a page. Yeah, just a page. Yes. Okay. So now, okay, let's quickly read the debate. Okay. Someone should read for us. Volunteer. I'm going to send the PDF. Yes, I will send the PDF after the class. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, please, someone should volunteer to. Okay, Victoria, as usual. Thank you.
The Nigerian economy and the hospitality industry. Nigeria is one of the biggest.
Sorry, Victoria, sorry, hold on. Please, let's pay attention to all these exhibits. They are very important. We need to calm and let our mind be. We'll identify some areas of weaknesses, opportunities, the strengths, and also the trend threats to the to the company, to the hospitality industry, right? Okay, go ahead, please. History of the Nigerian economy at the beginning. What do you notice? Who can tell me? You can try. At
We
this
have
first
good weather
paragraph.
conditions.
Okay. Now, as they have good weather condition, leads to an opportunity for this could be an opportunity for the what is it called for the hospitality industry because of the good weather condition, right? And also the significant natural resources, right? This could be to more investors to attract more investors to come in, right? To come in. So it will be an opportunity to the hospitality industry. Okay. Yes, please.
The economy's heavy dependence on oil and gas has decreased in the last few years. For example, in the third quarter of 2022, activities in the oil and gas sector accounted for about 5.6% of Nigeria's gross domestic product (GDP), down from 7.5% recorded in the third quarter of 2021. However, though crude oil and gas continues to account for the bulk of Nigeria's export earnings, efforts are in place to diversify the economy whilst ensuring the country's energy security. The rate of growth and development has been hindered by a number of issues, including poor implementation of government policies, the high cost of doing business, the poor state of essential infrastructure, security, corruption, challenges with the judicial system, low levels of transparency and accountability.
So what can we identify here? Is it strength? Do we have any strength here or opportunity? Or
Weakness.
You have question. Akinkumi, or is it a mistake? Okay. Probably is a mistake actually. Okay, now okay, please go ahead. You can see that as a result of the poor implementation of government policy, the high cost of doing business, right? The poor state of essential infrastructure. When there is no good infrastructure facility, in some areas, they may not be able to like build some hotels there because the roads to that particular houses are not good, right? Insecurity, you cannot leave the north central, you cannot leave the west or the east and go to the north, maybe northeast or northwest, right? For the insecurity, you look at the corruption in the system, the challenges and all that. So these are the threats to the industry. Okay, please go ahead.
On the implementation of government policies, until recently, the Central Bank of Nigeria had imposed exchange controls on several product categories and intervened in the market to keep the official naira rate from depreciating, though steps were taken to harmonize exchange until the resumption of the new administration.
Okay, for the new hold on, please. What happened here? Who can tell me on this next paragraph? I think paragraph 4. What happened here on the implementation of government policy? Who can explain this part? Okay, you could see that the government policy here for them to actually in exchange rate control, we will see in the past few months where the Central Bank of Nigeria reduced some, what is it called? These guys that actually sell dollars. Do the change that, oh, don't worry, we will give you at this rate, you will sell at this rate. You can see they decide to harmonize the exchange rate these are the things that in the previous administration they've been trying to do, right? So, but due to one or two reasons, they were not able to do it. So this type of policy affects the hospitality industry. Did they actually use what is it called? Dollar. But if you want to look at it, probably if they want to buy new software or equipment, it may need for them to they may likely need exchange rate, which is dollar. They will need dollar. For instance, now if I want to buy goods in Germany now, you can't pay German people. You can't pay them in naira. It's not possible. You have to convert. So by converting it to their own currency, it may actually increases or decreases. It depends on the current exchange rate. At the same time, if the company wants to actually buy goods on credit, right? You want to buy goods on credit, and currently the exchange rate US to naira is about 169 or 1,700 as at this period. Then when you want to pay back, the exchange rate will be paying more for that particular what is it called? For that particular equipment. With that, it may actually lead to more cost to the firm. So these are the things we'll be actually be looking at as we proceed. Class, are we still together?
Yes.
Okay, good. So thank you. So please, if you don't understand, we can do the analysis again together. Please, we are both professional colleagues, right? So the next paragraph, please.
This notwithstanding, one of the most daunting challenges for business entering the Nigerian market is the limited access to foreign exchange, thus reducing the ability to import necessary inputs and equipment and to service external debts.
Okay. Now, okay, you can see that this is part of the challenge. This is another threat to the business, right? Foreign exchange. Because now, class, let's quickly look at I think at the beginning of this year, the loss rises as a result of increase in the foreign exchange because they sell goods and services. Is that also? They buy materials. Some of these materials are not on credit. They buy most of them on credit, and with the hope that, okay, they buy it on credit as of last year, then they will pay early January with the hope that, oh, the exchange rate will reduce. Not knowing that the exchange rate skyrocketed to about 2,000 early this year, lead to foreign exchange loss to them, right? And look at this industry, they may need some equipment, some goods that they will. So as a result of this, it could actually increase their external debts, reducing the ability to import necessary input and equipment, and to save external debt as well. Because if for it have to pay in US dollar, and at the point time now, the recent time now, maybe is naira to dollar is maybe 1,700, right? And I don't have the money, and you guys negotiate that, oh, don't worry, by December I will pay you. When you want to pay, you see that naira to you are paying more, so it is an additional cost to the firm. So this could be challenge to the business, to the industry as well. Class, are we still together?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's move on.
Despite the challenges, Nigeria presents with significant opportunities for local and international entrepreneurs. The development of the digital economy, ushering the massive use of technology, has continued to provide opportunities for the developing population and helping organizations to transform their processes, minimize costs, and maximize shareholders' returns. For instance, by leveraging data, businesses can gain valuable insights into their inventory, receivable, and cash flows, enabling them to make more informed operating, investing, and financing decisions.
Thank you. Now, this should call your attention to the receivable period, the cash flows, and the likes, right? Financing decision under the words of cash flow statement. Now, you should know that this is an opportunity. Despite all the challenges, there is still an opportunity. Look, is that also locally by leveraging on some data. We look at technology. So we see a lot of accounting software in the industry to monitor their inventory, their receivable, and also to cash flow, to enable them to make an informed decision as well, despite the challenges. So this is kind of an opportunity for them. The question is, did they actually make use of all these opportunity? We don't know yet, but let's just continue. Please, are we still together?
Yes.
Okay. Class, are we still together?
Yes, we are together.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's proceed so we have identified this part as opportunity there for them to actually leverage on. So the local and international entrepreneur. Okay, so now the hospitality industry.
At a time, Nigeria had the fastest growing hospitality market in Africa with a projected 12% compound annual increase from 2019 to 2023, according to an expert projection. In early 2020, however, the COVID-19 pandemic spread globally and the tourism industry was one of the worst. This slowed down the growth in the hospitality industry in Nigeria.
You can see that before now, it has been projected that, oh, there will be an increase in industry from 2019 to 2023, but in line with the threat that actually affects the whole industry. You can see that this threat here, because it affects the whole industry, is that also the COVID-19 pandemic spread globally, and tourism was one of the worst hit. This slowed down the growth in the hospital industry in Nigeria. So you could identify this as what businesses that actually affect the business. So when you look at new in 2020 and you see that it really, so what you need to state is that you state the reason why this could be like this because of this, right? Because as a result of that, threat to the business, that is business risk. Are we together? Class, are we still together, please?
Yes, we are with you.
Okay. Thank you. Please, you can go ahead.
Tourism, a related industry, contributes about 10% to the global GDP. This was expected to rise in 4 years with significant upward movement in some African countries, including Nigeria. In Nigeria, the contribution of travel and tourism to our GDP was 5.1% in 2019. However, in 2020, the upward trajectory slowed down with the pandemic.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. I think we have about how many minutes? 5 minutes to end the call. Okay, let me just analyze this part then so that we can create new link. Please, and please, if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, I will drop the link so that you can subscribe because it will be beyond ICAN, right? But after ICAN, what's next is training, so many trainings on tax, and also we'll take from your knowledge on the Nigeria Stock Exchange. For some of you, you take the knowledge to the US stock market where you can be able to download their financial statements. You can analyze their financial statement. A client say, "Oh, IB, come and do an analysis on create a portfolio of 20 stocks in the US market and also advise whether this particular portfolio is good or not." So I was able to do that. So of course, we will learn this immediately after ICAN exam. So please ensure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. So I'll be creating another link now. So this is 4 minutes. Let me quickly analyze this part. Where did you read? Isn't related.
One
Okay.
paragraph.
Okay, the fourth paragraph, second. Oh, don't worry, I will do the analysis when we come back. Okay, what is the channel name? Okay, Next Gen Professional Associates. I will drop the link to the platform now, and I will as well. Yes, I will as well. Let me drop the link to the platform. You can search for Next Gen Professional Associates.